It's like on Golden Pond up here. Beautiful Oregon coast mountain range. And look at this old historical dinosaur. It's like an abandoned burn. Oh, I shouldn't even be in here, but what the hell is that? Yes. Really wild. This was the big burn, you know. You're up here logging, clear cutting, logging, and you gotta have some place to burn everything else you don't need. It's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. I mean, this is like a very old historical. I mean, I wonder what the years are, but you can just see how, you know, over the years, the heat. Can you imagine if this thing was like burning, glowing orange red at night, and you could see all these little holes along the wall would all have a glowing orange light. I mean, it would look like, you know, a rocket, you know, or something really far out. I mean, it would look really like paranormal. I don't know, but right now it looks like a metal sculpture piece to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it just feels like, wow.
Yeah.
What a trip.
Look at those boulders.
How many scraps of trees. I mean, look at all this stuff. It's like, it's all like a work of art. I mean, it could be worked into anything.
Look, it's like a donut.
I mean, that's like a piece of canvas just waiting to be used into a piece. I mean, it's look how precarious that thing is just dangling there. I mean, we really shouldn't even be in here. It's like hanging on by a rusty nail thread. This whole thing, this whole structure here is just totally ready to implode. It's burn barrel of old lumberjacks of the pioneer days. It's an old cemetery up here too. The Harlan Cemetery. Apparently, in this area here, it's all right, honey. It gets a little unsettling, but anyway, the historical piece that came out this trip, which we've been coming down here for, or I've been coming down here for 30 years, literally 30 years, and it's my mother's oldest family. But this I found out this weekend when I was asking about the old historical cemetery, and they were saying that there was in what was it, Raquel? 1919? 1920? It was sometime around in that era. 1916? Yeah, it was right around that time. The bottom line is apparently the influenza. They had the influenza came in and took out a whole bunch of teenagers, a whole bunch of children, because they've got them marked up there. You know, some of the graves are so old that you can't. They've been washed. You can't even really see the etching and stuff.
Well, we've never been.
Yeah, I wanted to go up there and do a video, but it just didn't quite happen with all the visitors coming and going. There's always a lot of family coming and going. But right around through here, I wanted to grab this old burn. I mean, this thing's probably like 19th century. I mean, honestly, that was probably put together in like 1880 or something. But this right up here, this is really cool. This is on the back part. There's a couple different players in on this property collective. And they're getting ready to split too. There's been a couple of divides, and then there was some selective cutting in here. So when I was here 2 years, this was just mud and just scraped. The earth had been raked, to use a common term. But it had been logged and kind of raked out because they had to get those logs out of there. And it was a disease thing. It was not, you can see that's not a clear cut. That's not what all of this looks surrounding us. Just solid, clear cut. The Oregon coastal mountain ranges has just been not only past but present abuse. I mean, there is not sustainable logging practices happening here in Oregon. And the resistance or the opposition in the 90s is not here in 2019 in the state of Oregon. It's really unfortunate. You've got like Sierra Club press releases saying, this is horrible. Oh boy. Cap and trade. Yay. Cap and trade will save us. Well, you get out here and take a walk around, and the logging is going to do it in. Peace out. You want to say anything? You got anything on your mind?
Have a bacon breakfast.
Bacon?
Have a sheep dinner. Have
Sheep dinner. The farm girl is getting...
Have your homemade bread and your homemade jelly for lunch.
That's it. Yeah, there is vegan options for sure. On Golden Pond, Oregon Coast Mountain Range, Memorial Day weekend. Peace out.